Hey everybody, it's Anthony from ComicsEatingUp.net. I'm back with Terry Hockness from HocknessComics.com. We're doing the new comic spec review video for November 15th, 2017. It's a big week for releases, however, there's not a ton of spec books, so let's go ahead and turn it over to Terry to get started with this week's comics.
Now this is an interesting week. It's a huge week for Image Comics. They've got a few new series. Dark Fang #1 is out, as well as Evolution #1. Of course, #1 Image books are always worth taking the gamble on buying a couple copies. We also get Maestro's #1 second printing and the new #2. Realm #2 second printing and the new #3 are out. And we've also got Family Trade #2. So big week for Image with all their newer titles.
From Image, Dark Fang looks pretty interesting, if they can keep it from being too preachy. And Evolution definitely seems to be the more viable pick for the new #1 from Image this week. It has so many talented writers on it, as long as it doesn't get too muddled. I had a chance to read the first issue early on. I got sent a preview copy, so I did enjoy it. It's worth checking out. But to me, Kill the Minotaur is closing out this week. The 6th issue of the series. It's going to have the smallest print run by far of all the series, and this is the book that's going to be the harder one to get to complete a set. With this being option, this book is key. DC is releasing more of their Justice League movie covers with this week's Aquaman 30, Superman 35, and Trinity #15. They're pretty decent looking covers, but I think DC's big book of the week is going to be Batman Who Laughs #1. This is the one-shot featuring the fan favorite character. The Batman Who Laughs has been blowing up. He's a hot character, and I can't see the one-shot from him not doing pretty well. This is going to sell out and go back for a second print.
Over at Marvel Comics, they continue to relaunch a whole bunch of their series with original legacy numbering. So we got big numbers, including Punisher 218 and Not Brand Ek #14, which is back after decades.
Doctor Strange #381 looks really interesting this week, with Loki somehow becoming the Sorcerer Supreme. However, Punisher 218 is my go-to Marvel book of the week. It's available in the regular lenticular cover, but also comes with the TV variant. This was an open-to-order variant with a really nice-looking John Bernthal image to it. Worth grabbing.
Dark Horse Comics gives us a new horror miniseries called Jenny Finn. This one looks very cool. Dark Horse usually prints enough copies, but if there's a surprise hit, and sometimes the horror books do take off, so I'd be watching this one. Also out this week of interest, we have Ninja K #1, the latest from Valiant. Usually retailers get the orders right on this, so I don't know if this is going to heat up, but it will most likely sell out and go to a second or third printing, which most Valiant books do. Also out this week, we have Sugar Boogers #1 from Cosmic Times. This is possibly going to be the rarest indie book of the week, so watch out for this one. And Aftershock gives us Brilliant Trash #1. It's kind of 50-50 chance of this heating up. Aftershock only has a hit once in a while.
There's no real indies on my radar this week, but Puppet Master returns this week. This is more of a fan favorite than it is as a spec book. I love the old Puppet Master movies, and I love the comic as well. So this is just a pickup for me. Really, there's not many indie books on the radar this week. One book I would stay away from is Fence #1 from Boom. I don't think this is going to have a large draw even for a #1. Sure, it's going to be small printed and all, but I don't think the fan base is necessarily going to be there.
The rest of the new series debuting this week, you can see on my chart how I rank them. The rest look like good reads, but I don't expect anything else having too much of a chance to heat up.
So that's it for us this week. Thank you for watching as always. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. Those go a long way in helping out. If you're watching on ComicsEatingUp.net, leave us a comment. Let us know what you're specking on. If you're watching on Facebook or Google Plus or somewhere else, feel free to jump in with comments as well. We greatly appreciate them. Anyway, that's it for us this week. We'll see you next week.